Alright, what's going on everybody, Gesha here, and on this channel I've shown a lot of GTA 5 mods, and the question that I get asked all the time is how to install this, how to install that, and obviously I can show you how to install every single mod that I've ever shown on this channel because there's a lot, but there are some basic stuff that you can learn and they're gonna help you to install like 90% of all mods. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna show you all the basic stuff and I'm gonna try to explain everything as simply as possible and as clear as possible and as fast as possible so you can understand it. So we're gonna begin with scripts, and the first type of scripts are ASI scripts, or files with an extension .asi. To be able to install them, we first go to ScriptHook 5's official page and download it. Then we open it up, take these two files and put them in the main GTA 5 directory. And now the game can load ASI scripts, and every file that has an extension .asi goes into the main directory of your GTA 5 game. If it has an accompanying file, they usually go hand for hand, so you put them both there. Next up we have net scripts, and those are files with extensions .dol, .cs or .vb. To be able to install those, we first go to GitHub and download scripthook5.net. Again, everything goes into the main directory of the game, but this time there's an additional step. You have to create a new folder and name it scripts. Now every file with a .dol, .cs or .vb extension goes into the scripts folder. Again, there might be an accompanying file, it usually goes in the same place. And the third type is LUA scripts, or files with an extension .lua. For those, we download the plugin from the GTA 5 mod site. Once again, everything goes into the main directory, and files with a .lua extension go into scripts, add-ins. And yeah, these are the main scripts that you encounter. Of course there's more, but it will get confusing because they're not as popular. I personally have met only one of them while installing mods, so there's just no need for them, so we're gonna skip over them for this time. Next up we have OIV packages, or OIV packages, I don't know how you call them, but these are basically mods or files with an extension .oiv. To be able to install all 4 packages, we first need to get the Open4 tool. You can download it from the official site. After you're done installing it, we open it up and we click this little icon right here and install the second thing, which is the Open4.asi script. And what this is gonna do is create a mods folder inside our game folder, so we can install mods without actually editing, touching or changing the original game files. So now that the game can install all 4 packages without replacing the original files, we click on the package installer icon and we select the all 4 package that we want to install. And here we always select the mods folder, and now the package will automatically install itself by making all the necessary copies and putting all the files in the necessary places without touching the original files. And from now on, this is exactly the same way that you're gonna be installing any other OIV package. And the third most common type of mods that you might encounter are the so-called add-ons, and they use the same method of installation that Rockstar uses when introducing new stuff into the game with their GTA Online DLCs. So you can look at those as DLCs in a way, and what they basically consist of is a folder with a .rpf file in it. That's it. And before I move on, these have more steps of installation, but just, don't get intimidated, follow along and you'll see that it's not that complicated. We'll begin by going into the mods folder, and here we'll make a new folder called update. In it, we'll make another folder called x64. and then in this one you'll make a final new folder called DLC Packs. And this is where we will be installing all of our add-ons. So go ahead and take the add-on mod that you want to install and drop its folder in here. So now using the Open4 tool, we go to Update, Update RPF, Common Data, and we toggle Edit Mode. And you'll get a warning that you're working on the original game files, so go ahead and click to make a copy instead. Next, we'll right click on DLC list and select Edit. And here in this list you'll see that we have an entry for every DLC that Rockstar has introduced. So all that we need to do is add an entry for our own DLC. So go to the bottom of this list, copy and paste a new string, and just change the name with the name of your add-ons folder. In my case the folder is called RCA, so I write in here RCA. Save it, and yeah, that's it. And yeah, some of these steps only have to be done the first time. What you need to do from now on to install add-ons is take the add-ons folder and put it into the DLC packs folder, and then add a string for it into the DLC list. Now, two important disclaimers when it comes to add-ons. The first one is that the folder of the add-on, in my case it was RCA, the folder of the add-on is not always the name that you need to write in the DLC list. So say the folder might be called 1, but you'd need to write 2 in the DLC list. So how do you know what to write and what not? You check the readme file. Almost every mod comes with a readme file, comes with some kinds of instruction, either with the mod itself or in the mods page, but there's always somewhere some kind of instructions. So I recommend to always read those. And second important thing when it comes to add-ons is that there's a limit to how many you can install, and when you cross that limit your game will crash while loading, and to fix that you need a new game config file. So go to the GTA 5 mod site, search for one that extends these limits, and install it by taking the new game config and putting it in mods update rpf common data. This way it will replace the old one and should fix the crashing issue. And yeah, that's pretty much all the most common types of mods that you might encounter. For everything else, as I said, there's either installation instructions coming with the mod or they're in the description. Sometimes they might be in the comments, that has happened as well. But yeah, for this one I'm gonna show you only one example, and it's with a texture replacement because it might come off as a bit confusing again. For this example, we're gonna be replacing the vehicle's dirt texture with a new higher quality one. So now, from the mod's instructions, following the pathway, we know that the texture needs to be installed in this directory. So we go ahead and toggle edit mode. Once again, we click to make a copy so we don't work on the original files. And after it's done, we right click on the set directory and select edit. We scroll down to the texture with the same name that we want to replace. We right click on it, select replace, and choose the new texture. We save the file, and that's it, the new texture has been installed. But yeah guys, that's about it for this tutorial. I hope that I explained everything clearly. I hope that this was helpful. If you have any further questions, please leave them in the comments below. I'll be watching for those. Lately I haven't really been asking for likes or subscribes or anything, but this video did take some efforts to make, so please, if you could show some support, that would be helpful by leaving a thumbs up or something like that. I would really appreciate it. But otherwise, that was it for this time. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.